Here we are back at work on this 2010 Dodge Charger. So previously in a couple videos I've made, we've done the water pump and timing belt as well as the thermostat. So now it's time to refill the cooling system, and I just want to show you a couple things before we get started. One thing we need to do is break this bleeder valve. We should just need a 3/8" ratchet for that. And then we need to remove the cap here. And then we need some antifreeze. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the process on refilling the coolant. One other item I have is this cooling system funnel. I'll have a link in the description for it. It is an optional item. You don't have to have this. It just makes things a little easier. I'll show you how this works also. First thing you're going to do is find which items you need to do this. Alright, at this point we're going to go ahead and break the bleeder loose. One thing you also want to do is put a drain pan underneath, because as the coolant starts coming up out of here, you can put a hose on that and redirect it. I don't have a hose, and I'm guessing that some of you watching also don't have a hose to put on that. I'm just going to show you how I would do it if I didn't have that. So now we're just going to start pouring coolant in. And with the bleeder open, we should hear air as the coolant is going down into the system. And then at some point we'll start to get some coolant coming up, and we should have some bubbling or bubbles coming up out, and we'll know to close that when it gets to be a solid stream. We're going to go ahead and start pouring the coolant. I am using dex-cool because that's what the car calls for. Everybody has their own opinion about coolant, just like oil, but the car does call for dex-cool, and so that's what I'm going to put in it. Just when you'll be able to hear the air. We're 1 gallon in. So you can see we're starting to get coolant up here. And what we're waiting for is no bubbles here and no bubbles here. So we've got a steady stream there, we're good. But now we're going to need to let the car run until the thermostat opens up. So right now the reservoir is full. There's a little bit of coolant in the funnel, you can see, and we should still see some bubbles come up out of here once the thermostat opens up. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little more, just so we know we got all the air out. And one thing you want to do is turn the heat on full blast while you're doing this, so that the coolant circulates through the entire system. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start the car. I'm going to turn the heat all the way on, make sure the air is off, and that'll allow coolant to run through the entire system and hopefully get all the air out. Come on, we work gloves. Coolant's pretty hot. So I'm gonna let the car cool for a while. Don't want to mess with that hot coolant anymore. So that's one of the neat things about that funnel kit is when you're done, you can just pour it right back into the container. Don't worry about how dirty this engine bay is. That's another video coming up. If this video was helpful, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. I'll have links in the description for the funnel kit, the antifreeze that I use, the coolant. Thanks for watching.